I'm saying, certain vibration on certain levels. And then you add certain other letters together to make a word. You're literally spelling, you're making a spell that is a form of magic. You understand? You're casting spells when you speak. That's why they say, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. All that shit is curse words. Because
they put it right there in front of you.
It's literally negative. Even if you don't take it as it's cursing you like, oh, something's, like a plane's gonna hit you. It's literally demeaning. It's a curse word. It's a negative vibration to your vibration. And it has that effect. Nigga, when somebody says fuck you and that meaning and that intent, nigga, fuck you. Like somebody say I love you, man. It makes you feel either more love or, uncomfortable because it's like it's the mushy shit, nigga.
Because guess what? It's waves, it's sound waves, bro. Like when a nigga say some shit, if you conscious enough, like if you tap into your conscious and shit, you got enough power to bounce that shit off or whatever. Because it's like sound waves, bro. Like them shits when a nigga say something to you, that shit can literally go. It's literally going through you. Those sound waves are literally going through you. But if you conscious enough, you onto your, tap into your shit enough. When a motherfucker say something to you, it ain't even that hard, bro. It's literally a conscious choices, bro. Let's just be real. That's all conscious is. Because I'm going to tell you another thing. What I was saying about the soul being recycled and shit. So when you a light being, but you just trapped here because this earth is basically a gym practice, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a game. It's not none of that, but it's like, that's the closest thing that I can compare it to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you out there in the cosmos, in the darkness, in the real complicated light.
The chaos.
The real intellectual light. You out there, you tired as hell, you come down here for a break into the light, like this heat. Shit. Mama Pops done whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? The feminine and the masculine energy. Cause guess what? You ain't even got no room to, ain't no self up there. You all together.
It's one.
You know what I'm saying? Serving your mother and your father, the masculine energy. So it's damn near like a cell, but you free at the same time. But down here, you see what I'm saying? That's why it's a constant loop, chaos, nigga, as above, so below. You thinking, even if you read, like, nigga, this shit cool, because you go up there, like, shit, you still gonna be like this and just serving. That's why the angels in the Bible is doing what they do. Like, that's all we is, bro. We all angels that fall down to the light. You see what I'm saying? And now, if you believe in all of that shit, like, demons and angels is just negative and positive thoughts of the people that's in hell, all the souls that's in hell. You thinking you governing your thoughts, but all them shit is you just have a choice, which is conscious. You see what I'm saying? You just have a choice, which is conscious. All that other shit, your thoughts don't belong to you. Them is the real angels and demons, my nigga. Positive and negative energy that's flowing. The angels is just talking, you know what I'm saying? And the demons is just talking. And it's a spiritual warfare, if you may. You know what I'm saying? This is the war field, you know what I'm saying? If you may. Negative and positive energy come down here to spar. Because it ain't no real beef. They can't kill each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we just gonna fill into another vessel. You know what I'm saying? And we forget because we having so much fun fighting down this motherfucker. This shit fun. Angels and demons, you might turn into you an angel. You come down this motherfucker, but you done turned so negative now that you a demon. You feel what I'm saying? And you ain't like you can stay. You can vibrate high enough to be another angelic frequency. You inhabit a vessel, vibrate high in that motherfucker, and then when you leave out that motherfucker, you can go back to the cosmos, then serve your mother and your father, which is God, intertwined in the chaos. Get bored with that shit, fall back down to the dojo, fight your ass off for eternity until you figure that shit out, and then go back up to the cosmos.
Okay. See, the thing is, that's where I guess I differ as far as reincarnation. I feel like there's something missing why we are in these vessels in the first place. I feel like it's like our souls are locked in these meat sacks, these vessels, and the way you unlock it to get the fuck out is a certain algorithm of existence in these bodies. You know what I'm saying? Everything you do is recorded. Everything. Every single thing, which is when you go to, when you die, you go and read, you have to, you read Anubis. Anubis puts your heart, you know what I'm saying? It's the Egyptian Lord. You put your heart and weighs it against the, you know what I'm saying, the feather. Yeah. To see if, and basically, based on that, all your actions are weighed in, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you know what I'm saying? Everything you've done up to your fucking point of death. If you learned your lesson or if you've ascended, like the Buddhist, for example, he chose to get rid himself of all materialistic shit. Said, fuck the world. Like, fuck all this shit. Nigga, I don't care about no food, no nothing. I'm all about the spirit shit, and he ascended. That's kind of where I see it. That's how I look at it. Like, you come in, like, I don't know why we're in our vessels, though. That I cannot answer. Why we're down here in the first place. But I feel like once we do the algorithm properly in these little, because these fucking meat sacks are fucking made, they're engineered so fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like to process energy of all sorts, of all types. We process energy in all, that's what I'm saying. And as you do it in the vessel, once you do I feel like once you do certain shit, then you can go. Maybe you on your good shit, you're a positive person, but you got to come back because you still haven't learned or still didn't do whatever. So you come back as something that makes you learn that. And then once you learn, once you then learn, you do not come back. Once you finally ascend, it's ascension. You now go back to oneness. You know what I'm saying? Back to the universe. Now you ain't got no thoughts. The meat sack is where you had feeling and emotion and felt shit. Nigga, you go back into consciousness. Energy. You're now energy. That's why we're a soul inside of this meat sack. That's why I'm get the fuck out. You're three things right now. Body, mind, and spirit. It's how I see it. The mind, this shit right here, this is amazing. That brain, bro, that shit's some amazing shit. It's the liaison between the meat sack and the soul.
Yeah, that's all that is. It's a beautiful thing, but it ain't like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
it's a conduit basically to process the energy in a sense. And it's crazy. It's like the meat sacks help us. It's crazy, bro. Once you leave, I feel like once you leave, there is no more thoughts and feelings. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about my family, and it's not that. It's
not. It's not. And see, when you say that, that's what I'm saying, bro. When you say that, you got to know. Remember we were talking about this shit before. When you say that, for you to say that, you got to know that it ain't no. You got a choice if you come back or not. It's literally you fall down here on accident, bro. They made the story sound good with Lucifer and all of that shit. Like he fell down, a nigga pushed him down because he thought he was too good. Then you got to ask him the question. It's not a choice. It's an accident. It literally, if you sound and you come from chaos, you just all around this bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just fell out. You know what I'm saying? And you down here like.
And this is now what. So we are on the same page then. You got to go through your shit to get back.
Yeah, but when you get back, it ain't like you're going to be dog. But you in the melanated cosmos, nigga. You don't know. You don't care. It's infinite, bro. You just expanding the universe, bro. That's all you doing. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I keep telling you, the bird don't fly, fish don't swim.
It is swim. It is flown.
It's just here. It's just doing what it's doing.
That's what I'm saying. It's not swimming. It is the bird is swim. It's like it's not. I get what you're saying.
You feel what I'm saying? It just is. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm with you.
Like what the fuck is these niggas out there talking about? I'm flying. Nigga, what the fuck is that?
The bird does not fly. It is flown.
Motherfucker be like, well, that don't make sense because they have a way of life. Motherfucker, that's a way of life. That's, nigga, a plant don't know it's growing. It's just doing its thing. We're just
existence.
Exactly. We just more complex. We just a complex organism. So we the most. I think we like the most complex organism, if I'm not mistaken. So that's what we make us feel like we superior to all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? That's on the planet. But in actuality, bro, you ain't nothing but a fucking organism, bro.
Yeah, we're bacteria. We're bacteria.
Yes. The shit that you buy Lysol to get rid of, that's all you are. You just a very complex version of that shit, and you think you the shit now. And who that sound like?
On Earth.
Who that sound like, bro?
Say it again.
What I just said was, like you said, the bacteria. We just a very complex version of that shit. A motherfucking evolved version of bacteria. Bacteria is our ancestor. And we done got so far from that shit till we feel like the meat sacks that we in is give us such superiority over everything. Like the universe and all. Like, nigga, we out there traveling the universe trying to figure some shit out. Like, nigga, who the fuck are you, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, a dog don't do that shit. Trees don't do that shit. The motherfuckers just get their experience and get the fuck on through. But here we come. The most complex organism out here trying to conquer the universe. Not on your ass is the universe. You just have this experience. But we always got to be doing the most. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we just attach ourselves. This is why we got oxygen here. In attaching ourselves to some shit, we make beauty out of that shit. That's masculinity. This is a man's world, but it ain't nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? And I bet James ain't know none of this shit. That's natural, organic shit. He talking that shit organically, nigga. Nigga don't gotta read, nigga. You wanna hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. Nigga don't gotta read, nigga. You don't know we done got this nigga so far away from himself that he don't even know that he is organic as fuck, nigga. I've been popping this shit before I started reading. I just had to read this shit to back myself up because there's been so many niggas that have been iodized. You know what I'm saying? To the point. Get down. Like, damn, what the fuck is y'all talking about, bro? Like, this shit don't make sense to you? Just off the muscle? You got to have a stack of folders for me to believe this. Come on, bro. You got to have a partner right beside me for you to believe this shit, nigga.
Man, listen, man. I like this shit. This is educational type shit.
Yeah, this ain't slandering. This ain't talking down on nobody. This got down.
Because, this nigga, we don't know the truth. Like, we don't know the actual. We just know what makes sense, of course, putting shit together and cross-referencing shit. What I call puzzling, taking shit that had nothing to do with it, putting them together and, making a big picture. Shit like that, but this is all speculation, man. I want to hear other people's opinion, too. Like, I want to hear somebody say, no, well, look at it like this. There's so many fucking ways that...
Boy, come on with it.
There's so many ways to look at this shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
come on with it, man.
Like we talked about last year, man. We was talking about what type of thinkers we were. Because I brought it, I was like I'm the type that I don't believe shit, but I believe everything.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah.
Stay out these nigga way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe shit, but I believe everything. So, meaning that in my world, I can put eggs in baskets. You know what I'm saying? So, even if it's the dumbest shit that you feel like is fucking retarded, I can throw an egg in there. And still, you know what I'm saying, move forward and be full on
existence, why your journey on your time here,
it's in me.
Ain't here with nigga.
It's in me. Yes, it's in the DNA. It's in the genetic code. Facts.
You don't even need the clothes on your back, nigga.
You didn't start with them.
I mean, well, back then you didn't need the clothes on your back. Now you need to go back with the climate change and you know what I'm saying. The way our skin is mutated to match the terrain and the times and shit. Yeah, like I forgot we got viewers and shit. Like, don't quote me on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, your natural shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like natural.
Yeah,
like your motherfucking roots. And another side note, I gotta do my fun fact for the day. Do you know what Anubis and Heru got in common?
Speak.
Well, in some traditions, them niggas is brothers.
Mm-hmm. In others,
them niggas is the same nigga. Yeah, I dig what I'm saying. You feel me?
I'm following you.
Like,
Talk to me.
Cause
there's different versions. I've heard.
Yeah. Cause
Anubis. There's Anpu.
Yeah, he's the same person.
Masculine. Right, but there's feminine and masculine also. There's
you talking about
the original
wife.
Anpu.
Anubis' wife. Anubis' girlfriend or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
That's the original though, and it was really no real but it was together they make, like you said, the ultimate, the divine masculine. Anubis, they're really one. You see what I'm saying? They're really one individual. Because Anubis' wife was actually Bast,
which is on.
See, so
guess what? Guess what?
Go ahead.
The Greeks called this. The reason I'm saying that them niggas the same person. That's where they get. That's why I say when you talk to an Egyptian or African extremists, they try to pick like the white man took our religion and made it and then if they want to get into the shit that I was talking about, they try to give you that and then still make it seem like the Egyptians was just all together. You know what I'm saying? Like all right. It's like, nigga, if you saying that this shit that the Christianity and Catholicism ain't right, nigga, them niggas just as fucking chaotic. That's why I overstand this shit. It's like, bro, listen, bro. You know who Hathor is?
Mm-hmm. Yes, goddess. Yeah, Hathor. Yes, medicine goddess. Yeah. The challenge.
That's Heru.
Talk to me.
Because before the Greeks got hold to and called her Hathor, it was Hathor.
Speak that. Hey, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Speak that shit,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying?
I love this shit. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, and guess, I did some more research the other day. Simple shit. I just be doing like the research I be talking about, bro. Because I done did research, but now I just be doing shit on the fly, like freestyle, and I might just think of some shit, just Google it right quick, and ain't never heard this shit nowhere. I be getting them downloads, bro. Bro, you know the bull. You know what I'm saying? The bull and Egyptian theology and shit.
Okay.
Mut. Some people call her Mut. Mur. Not mine.
Okay, Mother Mut.
It's the same thing. You can call it.
Mother
the
Mut.
bull. Guess what? Ma'at is the bull, but some people call her Mahert. But when you look at Egyptian shit, they gonna switch Ma'at. They gonna call Ma'at mine, and they gonna call Mut and Mur whoever they gonna call the bull. But when you look at Ma'at, she got the motherfucking the horns.
The horns, yeah, with the drum in the middle.
And that's hot. They all the same fucking person.
Okay.
They're all the same person. Set.
Yes.
It's fucking Heru.
Yes.
But you see what I'm saying? People be like, well, Set is Satan and Heru. Nigga, they all the same person because Osiris.
Yeah.
Heru's daddy. And Osiris is the king of the underworld. king of hell.
And Anubis is
the light children, the children of the sun, bro. This is the underworld. They changed it to hell.
Who was it? What's the mother? Nephthys or Nefertiti? Which one was it? Is it Nephthys?
The same thing. Nefertiti and Nephthys is the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? But guess what? Anubis, in most, how you get Anubis is because Osiris or Asar slept with Nephthys, thinking that she was Isis. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Don't that sound like the same shit in the Bible? You see what I'm saying? What them niggas was just doing up, bro. Come on, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So when a nigga be like, they just be trying to blaspheme me with the Bible, it's like, bro, them niggas did the same thing in Egyptian if you going by literal terms and shit, but it's all interchangeable. It's talking about your conscience, bro.
Okay.
It's talking about your conscience. Set is the ego. Set ain't no Satan. There's no such thing, bro, unless you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Set is the ego. And you have to, we all got an ego. You gotta balance that shit. You gotta master that shit. Cause guess what? It's not like they never say don't set out. Set all up and do the theology in the pantheon, bro. You know why? Because set is the motherfucker that you need to hold chaos at bay. You understand what I'm saying? So if you was every time the sun go down and it go into night, the only way that bitch come back up is because of set.
The sun
Not
set.
Hey, who is the sun? The sun gotta go in the night with set, nigga.
The sun sets.
Exactly.
I'm with
You understand what I'm saying? That bitch don't come back up unless set in that motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? The sun, like you said, the sun must set, nigga. The sun must fucking set, nigga. It don't come back up unless it fucking set, nigga. You got to balance that shit. The night and the day is always gonna come to remind your ass of what you got to do. You got to embrace your negative energy, but you cannot let that shit overcome you, nigga. Because you want to be in the light. You got to embrace the darkness, nigga, because that's what the fuck will happen eventually. Nobody gets out alive, nigga, but you can control your destiny, so to say. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fear, because fear breeds, that's what not knowing is what fear is. If you know some shit, then you ain't scared.
Yeah, fear breeds ignorance.
You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, yeah. Niggas don't even want to look at what they see. Ignorance is bliss. It's much better to just say, fuck it, I don't even want to talk about this shit. I'd rather just go buy the next cool shit, you know what I'm saying? Have the next, whatever. And make sure my family good. My family all right.
I tell niggas that's great, because I be on the same shit. Don't get me on all that shit, bro, but nigga, you got to strap yourself to this knowledge, bro.
But don't be surprised when shit happen.
Yeah, bro. Because that just be like,
you know what I'm saying? Because shit is happening.
Guess what? The melanin in the cosmos so strong that's how, like, even if you in whatever religion you in, you don't even do what the fuck. If you want to hide something, a nigga, a metal, put it in a book, nigga. That nigga gonna read that shit, he gonna take what he want to take out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, all that blasphemous shit that's in whatever book you read, you take all the good shit and all the shit that's essential to what you be trying to accomplish in life, and you run with that. All that other shit that they be doing, that shit, you be like, I don't know, I don't think whoever I fuck with would want me to do that. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, it's in the book, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna do it, do it. You gotta follow all the, but with the Mahert and Mud, I just jump back like a motherfucker. Cause with the commandments, bro, the 10 Commandments, bro, they come from Ma'at. That's why I agree with you with the Ma'at and Mahert shit.
Okay.
Because the bull, bro, this is where all this shit spawned from. My little fun thing with the bull, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I looked the shit up. I didn't look up full, but I was inspired by the word full. And that shit came up like I didn't even think it would. I was like, boy, my spider sense started tingling when I seen that shit. I looked up LL, bro. What does LL, the suffix LL, what does that shit mean, bro? LL. That shit like, yeah, that's your name too, nigga. Yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit. You look at the universe, nigga. You know, I can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
speak knowledge.
But look though, bro, that shit means long. You know what I'm saying? Like long. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you put a bull and you put an F in front of it, when you say F for full, that's feminine energy, bro. Long, bro. Full mean like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like full. Like, if you look up the definition of full, what the fuck is the definition of full? You Google it for me?
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull it up. Cause hold on. I gotta catch up with you. Yeah.
Are you lost?
I'm not completely lost. The full analogy I need to get with.
Do you even know about the bull that I'm talking about in fucking Egyptian theology? Like the Mahert and the Mut. I got you. Hold on. Give me like 1 minute. I'm about to go get my book.
Definitely. These hoes. Cuz, what's happening, man? We're talking about high shit. You know how we do.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Did you find anything?
Definition for full, yeah. I looked it up. It is. Let me go to. Containing or holding as much or as many as possible, having no empty space. 2, not lacking or omitting anything, complete.
Right. Okay. And then that's like the definition, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But my brain went to the F was for feminine, and it's just like they put it in plain sight. Because when I looked up LL on Google, because you can't even find LL in a fucking dictionary. You know what I'm saying? As a suffix, the suffix LL. You know what I'm saying? You might find U, like ULL, but you're not gonna find LL. But when I looked that shit up on Google, it was like long, or some shit like that. So I'm thinking like environment. You know what I'm saying? But either way, they use the bull as far as for my hurt because the bull is full. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucking the B is for black. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a theory. That's not a hardcore fact.
Gotcha.
I got you. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all Bird right now. Put Bird on y'all right quick. Show y'all Bird. Like, I'm about to show him You got Ma'at with the feather. And you got Hathor with the motherfucking with the horns right there. But Hathor and Ma'at, they interchangeable. They're the same motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, so when you go, Ma'at, you got the 42 laws of Ma'at, and that's where Moses get his 10 commandments from, right?
Okay. I'm
So
following.
when you in the Bible, the story of the 10 commandments is Moses went to Mount Sinai, got the 10 commandments. You know what I'm saying? Came back down, seen these folks worshiping
A calf.
the bull.
The golden calf. Yeah.
The golden calf. Why is this calf golden, and why were they worshiping this calf that was golden? You know why? Because it was the fucking Egyptian. Man, come on, bro. You understand what I'm saying, bro? You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying with the interconnection with the full and the bull. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was on some smoking bait high shit. I'm saying with the F and the B, the black and the female energy and all of that shit. Like you could get your shit off together. That's some pseudo shit right there. That's not a fact. You know what I'm saying? But the shit that I just showed y'all, that shit's fact. You know what I'm saying? But my little theory surrounding that shit, that could be a crop of shit. You know what I'm saying? I could just be high. But that was just, again, a fun fact for me to go out there and share that shit with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how we coming. That's how we coming. On that too.
That was some real shit, though. That was powerful. What's up, Richard? Going into just spinning off of this shit. Pyramids. Why are they here? What do you think the purpose of the pyramids is?
For the oldest ones. Before we get there.
Good evening, sir. He said, good evening, gentlemen.
What's up? Before we get there. To the heat. Gotta do it, bro. This is not a bang. It's not a shot. This is just throwing that out there. In the Bible, it says that the Hebrews were slaves to the Egyptians, and they built the pyramids. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hebrews built the pyramids. My question would be, why or how did the Hebrews build the pyramids if the pyramids were there before the whole flood even happened in the Bible? Like in real life, and if you do the time, the pyramids were there before the flood took place in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? And I'm only saying that because that's where you get the father of the Hebrew nation from. The blood. Noah is the father, you know what I'm saying, of Japheth, Shem, and Ham, and all of them niggas. So if the pyramids was there before any of them niggas was even, before Noah or anybody, then they build them. You see what I'm saying? Did they reincarnate? You know what I'm saying? Like the whole tribe? But hey, that's just that. I'm gonna leave that alone. If y'all want, you know what I'm saying, more in-depth details on that. Like that's what I'm gonna throw that out there. These fun fact shits that we be doing, we get more in depth with them shits in other places. You know what I'm saying? We'll just put it like that. That's what the fun fact's gonna be. Cause like I said, I got facts to break facts.
And Rick said it was aliens.
Hey man, I
Just energy beings.
I'm gonna go with B. I'm gonna go with B.
Human beings that was in it?
Not necessarily human beings, but that was the closest answer to what my answer would be. It's just we not the only motherfuckers. But here, just like we was on this the last year on the lives, for you to come out of your mouth and say what you just said, I believed it, and then come right back and ask the question, or at least inquire about who the fuck or what alien. It's crazy. It don't matter, cause they out there in the chaos. What we can't see, they can. You know why? Because they have tapped into that frequency. You see what I'm saying? We just a form of light beings. Once we leave out of this and we go back to the cosmos, that's what I'm saying. When we travel into that darkness, ain't no telling what the fuck you doing. Cause you're not cognizant of it. You're not in a choice state of mind. You in a conscious state of mind to the point where you're not in a conscious state of mind. Your feminine and masculine energy is in a conscious state of mind. At that point, you just a conduit. You just a child of light. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just running around being whoever the fuck you embody. You can embody a fucking alien in your next life. You can embody a fucking whatever the fuck, any kind of extraterrestrial being. You feel what I'm saying? Because he said aliens. And for most people that are listening, are looking, watching, we know what he meant by aliens. But if we really want to get technical, he really meant extraterrestrials. You see what I'm saying? Or the alien ain't nothing but a motherfucker that you just didn't see before. That's it.
That's why
niggas in California. You know what I'm saying? If you've never been to California and you go to California, all of the motherfuckers over there is aliens to you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not, you can look that shit up. That's what an alien is. It's just a form of being that you haven't seen before.
It's all energy on a different light spectrum.
Exactly.
That's what Richard just said.
What he said. What he said. I'm just too high to articulate it like that. But yeah, just exactly what he said. It's just in a different, that's what I was saying when I'm like, you gonna transform into another motherfucker in a different setting. But it's not like you went somewhere far off. You right there. You just in the light. You in the darkness. That shit look darkness to our eye, a weekend phenomena. Like when you, even if you go in space, that shit look dark as fuck to us. That's a whole. That's a whole bunch. Yeah. That's a whole bunch of different consciousness out there, bro. That's a whole bunch of Christ consciousness out there. And if you acknowledge Christ consciousness here, then you got to acknowledge that you can't even see that shit. That shit's so divine that, nigga, it's all chaotic and it's going on right before you. Your eyes can't. You just float. If you're in a spaceship floating through space,
you just see the darkness.
Yeah, all you see is darkness.
But there's really a whole bunch of shit going on.
It's a whole bunch of shit going on. And you see a couple of planets here and there, you thinking that's like the only physical, tangible shit. No, nigga, it's way more planets. You just can't see them, and they right there. Nigga, you floating through them bitches, you can't even believe it. You can't fathom that phenomena with your vessel. But once you a star. You a fucking star. You understand what I'm saying, bro? This shit crazy, bro. You go outside of the city, you see the stars. You see how many stars is really in the fucking sky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The sun just shines so bright in the daytime that you can't see them, but when it's coming down, when it moves to this lowest peak, that's when you can see all the stars in the sky. But we got so much new artificial light down here that when you in the city and shit, you can't see the stars. But when you go out from the artificial light, bro, it's nothing but as above, so below. It just cycles all around you. You in the artificial light when you in the city. When you go out into the real darkness, you can see the real lights that's full in the sky. And so when you go out into the darkness of the cosmos, you know what I'm saying? The closer you get to that, you can really see the real fucking stars, bro. You see what I'm saying? And for you to achieve the infinite seeing of the reality, you won't even be able to see it once you get to see it. That's the beauty of it. Like, nigga, you get there, you won't even know it. So you get back there like, what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was beautiful, nigga. That shit so good, man. Come on, bro. You can't fathom that shit. The only thing you got is remnants of that shit is a fucking rainbow. Nigga, them the only colors you got left with. Some fucking dusty ass rainbow. Like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, them the only colors you know of, man.
Right. That's the only thing we can see. The only shit we can hear. We hear only. We said that yesterday. The other day. We can only hear certain shit. There's so much shit that we cannot hear. Like we can clearly just keeping it on a rational, basic human level. We know that dogs can hear shit like the whistle that you can't hear, but these motherfuckers going fucking psycho. It's just proof that we can't hear shit even within our own atmosphere. So think about what the fuck is going on. The shit that you ain't hearing in space.
Now that you said the dog, just because you said the dog, why they said dog, man, best friend. That's what you said. Because a dog can hear shit that you can't hear. Dog is sense that you can't sense. That shit ain't, and there is no such thing as coincidence. I said this shit on the last live. Like you said, like we just went over, Anubis is consistently interchangeable with Heru. Anubis is the guide through the underworld, where Osiris is the king of the underworld, where he is Osiris is the father. Anubis is the guide of the underworld. You understand what I'm saying?
Thanks.
In the sky, Jesus is the sun. He is the guide to show you the way. You know what I'm saying, on the land. You know what I'm saying? But that's Heru also. Heru is the sun in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Anubis is the guide in the underworld. But here's the thing. You switch it around, dog.
God.
You see what I'm saying? Again, interchangeable. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just the higher is the sun, the lower is the dog. You know what I'm saying? So hence is why I say even a dog is due respect. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nigga, all this shit, nigga, bro, it ain't by accident, bro. It's by divine design, my nigga.
Big facts. I like it. I like it a lot.
And you know what they did to Anubis in the recent or modern religions, bro?
What?
That's what the hellhound is, my nigga.
Hellhound. Makes sense.
That's what the hellhound is, bro.
Makes sense.
That's what it is.
All in the name. It makes sense.
That's why you always see Anubis as a black dog, because he's the reminder of the black divine darkness in the underworld. You see what I'm saying? And Osiris is green for fertility. You know what I'm saying?
Speak that shit, man.
You see what I'm saying? Green for fertility.
Yeah, that's some real.
This shit get deep, bro. It's all Masonic and mystic and magic, bro.
It really is. That's the thing. But then that's when niggas start getting scared. Oh, that's that devil shit. That's that. But now in today's they call it spiritual shit and put the corpse on it.
Why you think all of them do this, bro? Jesus do this. Your Baphomet do this. Lucifer do this. And bro, they all the same, bro. They all the same.
This is why, like you mentioned, Masonic. According to my research and a friend of mine who was working his way into actually becoming a Mason, he explained to me that that you need to learn, like the religions, you need to learn more than just, you learn all of it. Not every single footage, but you learn the major, you learn them shits. Which means that they all hold importance. Which means nothing is wrong, nothing is right. It just is. It's information, which can be crunched, digested, and then it becomes knowledge. You understand? And then you shit that shit out into the world, and then you grow a tree of life. You understand? And you keep the process going. That feeds the oxygen that you breathe, and they feel like it's really all the algorithm of existence. Like, I mean, on some deep shit, like, but you know, people want to stop at one. That's why they call
that shit right there. So that shit right there's so heartbreaking, bro. But at the same time, it's like you gotta keep going, bro. Because it's like, damn, bro, you spent this much time not knowing, and then once you did come figure out something, this what you stopped at. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, damn.
When you're open to know, and there's nothing wrong with them, just saying you're open to know always.
Yeah, that's your path. That's your path. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't look down on you.
Yeah, none of that. It's just, you know, like I said, we just living on the basis of if I have a way to acquire something in multiple ways and it's going to help me, well, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you really...
It's about positivity, bro. It's really just all about positivity, bro.
Facts.
And mastering, because positivity ain't, contrary to what a motherfucker think, it ain't about just being all jolly and joyful all the time. Positivity is about negativity also. It's just really just about balancing, bro.
It's accepting. Exactly. Yes. Accepting the negative with the positive and accepting it as, not even looking at them two as that. Just looking at it as what it is. It's just a wave, like we talked about. That wave is not negative or positive. It's a wave. Depending on who you are, actually, it's negative or positive. You see what I'm saying? Depending on how you process that motherfucker, is negative or positive. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, real shit, like, that's the quiet before the storm. Or nigga, the storm is done, nigga. It's over. Now everything, there's room for new blessings. There's room for new shit. Because it's not going to stop coming. Life doesn't stop. So if it hits you, it depends. Are you on your surfboard? Are you swimming? Are you underwater? Where you at when the wave hit? When the shit's stagnant, what the fuck are you doing? Are you prepping for the wave that you know, at the very least, based on pattern? Not that you know everything. You know pattern, that waves come. And you can't stop that shit. What are you doing when you're sitting there waiting and the water's just stagnant? It's chill right now. Knowing, wave gonna hit. You done seen it hit. You done seen it affect all types of people. Family, friends, enemies, people all across the globe. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in how you prepare yourself for the fucking wave. You can take that wave how you want to. You can take your vessel is a religious vessel of just Christianity or spirituality or Muslim, whatever. That's your boat. Or that's your board.
Damn sure is.
That's your choice. I wanna have multiple boards. I fall off this one, I grab this fuck. Really, my board is made up of all of them motherfuckers. That's a better analogy for you. My shit's got patches of all types of shit because I done learned from all of y'all religion. I can never say I have not learned from no one's religion. Niggas have sat me down and said, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Even when I've argued with you, I've learned something from you. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm like, I just don't agree with the full-on shit that you own. But you got a whole bunch of gems that's saying a whole bunch of real shit. You saying it in your own perspective language.
Exactly. That's why I tell it, like, if we can sit down and have progressive conversations, but that shit's kind of like not gonna happen because most niggas that's in that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get offended because you dedicate life to that shit. Like, this is your
life. This is the crazy part. You'll get the fucking back and forth with somebody that don't dedicate their life to the shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm back to what I was saying. It's always a mother that I got converted. I really ain't even on it like that. They just feel the need to go out there and be an arrowsmith or an arrowman. You know what I'm saying? Just catch the darts for a motherfucker. Like, hey, you said what? What you said,
individual, I don't know, they probably no term for this, but it'd be a situation for, like, for example, this is just an example, a white person who personifies black. Like they do it to a T. Like they do the shit so, like, because they think this is how it's supposed to be. This is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm personifying that shit because I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
You see what I'm going though?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same instance, bro. Like, black person being white, it's the same thing. Same shit. I'm not trying to do any somebody trying to be something they not. Let me base it like that.
You know what I'm saying? Not even just doing too much. It's just like, nigga, even if you with it, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you said, with the race shit, if it's just a white person black person that hang around white folks, and if they out and white person going to the cash register and they get into some words with a black person at the cash register, and the black person the black friend feel like they just feel the need to jump in and intervene because it's an interracial situation going on and they there. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't even really care about interracial situations like that, but because this situation's going on right here, you gonna be like, hey, bro, you ain't gonna talk to my buddy like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't even arguing for real. They just, this shit wasn't, you like back with the testosterone, man. Like, you just got too much pent up. You just waiting for some shit, some imaginary shit, also with some bullshit shit. You just don't take off with the shit. They're like, my nigga, you not even on that, bro. You not even with that shit for real. Back to what you were saying, like, nigga, you don't know nothing about that shit. You just
think that this is how you supposed. So now you
react to this because of how you've been programmed to. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You think this is how it's supposed to be because I think this is how white people act. This is how black folks act. This is how shit gay people. You know what I'm saying? A man acting like a woman. They push, and vice versa. They push the issue like they over feminize. You see what I'm saying? Like and vice versa. There's women that over masculinize because they just trying to make up for that. Like, all right, well, I'm not. Nigga, I know how to be a man, so I'm a real man. Or I'm a real woman. I'm super like, and you just sashay. Women, if you look at them,
women don't even act like
they
that.
Don't do that, right? They don't. They be like, nigga, but they like that. They like, oh my god, the women like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's entertainment for them, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not bashing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's the elephant in the room. Facts is facts.
Because, bro, everybody know what we talking about, bro. It's always an extremist in anything, right. So niggas know what we talking about. Right. From whatever community you in to whatever religion you in to whatever, it's always an extremist, and we talk about the extremists, bro. Yeah. That's not extremists.
Like you change
you ain't even with that shit like that. You just over here causing chaos.
You just know I ain't with the shit, or whoever else you talking to ain't with it, and you just going in like. Because you done converted and you empowered, and that's nothing wrong with that. Because I'm slick, I'm doing it in a respectful way. I've been empowered on this spiritual shit, but I'm not out here saying no. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be following that religious stuff. Blah blah blah. I say this is what I think about this. This is what I think about that.
If you ask,
right? If you ask,
that's where I'm at with it now. If you ain't,
I'm trying to connect with like minds. That's what this is for. This is for like minds, and honestly, opposite minds. If we cool enough to be able to say, I disagree. This is what I think. I disagree. This is what I think. That's cool. I can do that again. I'm gonna keep going back on that because this is a sensitive ass subject. It really is sensitive. From the race to the religion to the politics, all that shit is sensitive as fuck. What you believe in, and gender, gay, all that shit. All that shit, a big thing. Because certain religions don't allow certain shit. Certain people don't like certain races and all that shit. Nigga, these are elephants that exist. Nigga, I'm tired of fucking acting like they don't.
Nah.
And I'm not talking about how the fact that crusades. They were fucking full-on religious wars. Like, nigga, I don't know. It should be like this. Like this. Nope. Fuck it. I'm going my way. This is my way of it. This is my style of it.
Blood was shed, nigga.
Facts. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I'm cool, man. I'm just letting you know I'm cool, bro. I like this shit, though. My man right here, me and him, we actually believe we're both spiritual, but we still have a different path. We still, you know what I'm saying? We just know. The funny thing is, our knowledge just coincides. It just literally does this. And it's very close. Our way is close because we own the same shit, but we still on the own path. My man know a lot more than I do in most areas, in a lot of areas, real shit. My man does a lot more digging than I do. That's on 100.
Nosy, bro. And I be high.
You know what I'm saying? But real shit. So when I'm talking to him about what I believe in, he's like, bro, I done seen this, I done read this, I probably done read this a little more than you, and this is where I'm at with it. That's cool. That's where he at with it. The confirmation is we sitting here together, literally pushing the same agenda,
trying to help you niggas.
Help knowledge, put out knowledge, and gain it at the same time.
You feel me? Y'all niggas slacking on the gaining though, cause y'all ain't giving us no feedback.
Don't nobody want to hear. So we over here with two,
That's why it's like I think they think it's smoke, bro. There ain't no smoke, bro. I'm just passionate about what I be talking about.
That's why we just gotta continue to stamp this shit. Like, listen, bro, we want to talk to people. We want people to come in and chime in and be like, yo, no, nigga, you wrong. But say it, respectfully, of course. No, bro, I disagree. This is what the truth is. You know what I'm saying? That's people who
they're telling me I'm wrong and just gonna be crazy.
I'm not gonna take advantage of the fact that I'm on the camera and you not, and just start bashing you like, nigga, what you say? Oh, this nigga. No, I'm gonna read your shit out loud, and then we gonna take it. I'm gonna say, all right, well, this is what I think about it, and then we gonna.
If you got some kind of traction, like if you sound like you know a little bit of something about something, we gonna click in.
We gonna bring y'all in so you can start. You gotta push them buttons no more.
Because we know how that shit get.
But we can bring three on here now. We can bring the Trinity now.
2022 with the Trinity, dude. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit.
What's good, bro? But yeah, man. So, man. We really kind of rabbit hole, but we stayed on subject in the sense.
Yes, bro. We kind of motherfucking
like we really rabbit hole. We rabbit hole because it was a good one. That was
that was good content. That's really too much for their ass until what I'm saying, we get to YouTube because this live, they ain't gonna let us not monetize it, but they ain't gonna let us like put it out like we want to, man. Like I can't put this shit everywhere. I want to put this shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You gotta down there video record this shit to that down.
I feel you.
But yeah, on the way, the road to YouTube.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this though. Like we just testing the waters. I guess we just gonna have to cut them shorter then. You know what I'm saying? Start so we don't use up the content.
We say that, but
the problem is we get in our zone. We start talking as well as people start chiming in. You don't want to cut. I be wanting people to get together, but we gotta get on point too. Gotta be more punctual. When I say 6:30, I gotta be up and running at 6:30 and ready. That was totally my fault. I was in a fucking weed coma. Again, totally my fault alone. I was in a weed coma. I woke up. I literally woke in baby.
I think that's for y'all, man. I think that's for y'all, man. I'm trying to get y'all the knowledge, man.
So, yeah. I guess, we just gonna have to tighten it up on that. But we didn't even get to racism, really.
Oh, yeah, we got to it.
But we went to a whole different race. We went to a whole different race, though. We went all the way back to, like an origin instead of.
Yeah, that's why I won't go with it when we got there.
I would say racism. I'm thinking like black, white racism in America type shit because it's still.
Yeah. We can get down to the next episode.
Exactly.
Like you want to go there? Yeah.
No, that'll be good because right, so this was a good one. This is a good discussion, man. I think we go ahead and goddamn drop it off here. And so yeah, do the research on the CDC shit. Remember the monkeys.
Yeah.
What was the other shit? Elon Musk, this man and his Black Mirror. Go check out Black Mirror if you ain't watched that show. On Netflix. It's still on Netflix. It's a nice series, but the shit is really weird, but it's good. It's all about futuristic technology.
I'm gonna fuck with that shit. Y'all gonna fuck with Upload too, man.
Oh yeah, go fuck with my mans and his peoples, man. Big North Apparel, you know what I'm saying? Peace and prosperity. And yeah, we got a special guest, a healing guest that's gonna come in like a week or two.
That's right.
So yeah, man. Until next time, peace, light, love. Get high.
That right.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was, but somebody's talking to somebody else. But what up, though? We in the building. Allow me to get my co-host. And then also my special guest.
Yo.
Peace and blessings to you, man. Peace and blessings to the birthday boy, man. One time for the motherfucking birthday boy.
Yes.
Yo, once again, hey, listen. Anybody to the three that's watching, goddamn, let's keep it 1,000. I just want to acknowledge my man's birthday, bro, because it's not. Listen, y'all have to understand that this is not just a birthday. You know what I'm saying? This is more than that. This is what brought you the knowledge that you're getting from us. You know what I'm saying? Like this is half of that. You know what I'm saying? Like without him being birthed, you wouldn't be receiving half the information that you get. I'm just saying, bro. You have to acknowledge my man's birth first before you acknowledge anything else. Thank you, Joanne. That's what I'm talking about. Big love. Big ass. That's what I'm talking about. Like real shit, bro. Because real shit, we bring this shit to y'all, bro, but we take it from us. You understand? It comes from us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I need anybody and everybody that come in the fucking room to acknowledge my man's birthday. Acknowledge this man's birth, bro, because he's important.